What in the hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again. And yes, this time I'm holding my phone differently so it doesn't look like I'm about to launch into the outer atmosphere, as most people pointed out in the comment section, which was funny as hell. Now, the Somali agent, Ilhan Omar, part of that new sexy, diverse freshman Congress person class, she cannot stop the ignorance from flowing from the front of her head. Now, there was an article in Politico where they were talking to her, and she was saying that, we can't just focus our attention on Trump because he's not the first one with these bad policies. There were politicians before him with bad policies. They were just more polished. So people were saying, oh, you saying that Obama wasn't a good president? You see that? If it even seems like you're veering from that Democrat script, they will jump all over you and cannibalize themselves. But she was saying, no, I'm an Obama fan. I was just saying, other politicians, blah, blah, whatever, sidestepping bullshit. So they caught her with her in the hallway, and dude was like, hey, you want to clarify your statement in that Politico article? And you were saying that Trump, other politicians were more polished than Trump and whatever the fuck he was saying. And she was like, no, I would not compare the two because one of them's human, or she was talking about comparing Trump to Obama. I would not compare the two because one of them's human and the other one really is not. So you're saying the president is not human. Now, damn good and well, if Trump got up there and said Omar was not human, holy shit, the left would wake up out of a dead sleep and know that something has happened in the atmosphere. We finally got that racist son of a bitch saying that a colored woman is an animal. She's not even human. You racist, because back when and slave owners would say that slaves weren't human, some shit, they would try to piece together some rinky-dink duct tape connection to Trump and racism. Damn good and fucking well, a conservative or somebody right of center could not get away with saying that shit. Especially about someone who is draped in 3 layers of victimhood. She is a woman, she's colored, and she's a Muslim. You can't touch her. And for somebody, conservative or Republican, to come out and say that about any person in politics, any person on earth, you would say that about a colored person, a colored woman. She's 3 times persecuted. She got the triple persecution on her. That's the problem with this, not what she said. Who gives a shit? Oh, Trump's not human. I'm sure he gives less than a fuck what she said, but it's the hypocrisy. You couldn't say that about somebody on the other side. It's not her fault. She's a poor colored Muslim, poor thing. You can't say that. Shh. Remember, she's one of the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities. But speaking about someone not being human, why don't you worry about that fucking terrorist cell where you come from? Number 1 in terrorist recruitment in America. But he's not human. Let somebody with a southern drawl a few years back say, Obama, he ain't human. You know what would happen. That tidal wave, that tsunami of outrage would crest on us all. You wouldn't hear the end of that shit. You'd hear about how, see, they're racist. The party switched. Remember the party switch bullshit? No. Democrats just no. It was always that way. Going back to the beginning, if someone was being persecuted, it was by the hand of a Democrat. Period. That's the truth. If you don't believe me, Google. Look that shit up. When people tell you that, that's bullshit. That's a lie. The party's never changed. They've always been what they are. The first black congressmen were Republicans. So you mean to tell me in the middle of slavery, slavery. What the fuck is going on today? In the middle of slavery, knee deep in it, the 1800s, black people were going to be a part of the party that was persecuting them, that was enslaving them. That's who they're going to pick? No. They're going to pick the party that wasn't, the party that was on their side, which was the Republicans. But she straight up said, I would never do that. One of them's human and the other one really is not. Pelosi, bitch, you better wake up and get a hold of these fools. These youngins are like trying to wrangle an armful of puppies. As soon as you get one, another one spills out and runs away. What the fuck is going on over there? Does anybody not have any control? Man, I couldn't believe that shit. Well, I could believe it. But the fact that the mainstream mediocres were not outraged by her saying that the president is not human, put the shoe on the other foot. What if somebody, some white man, you know, the evil white man, what if one of the evil white men said that Maxine Waters wasn't human? He'd be behind that podium in 2 seconds flat. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean that. It was taken out of context. All that other horse shit. But she doesn't have to worry about that. She's applauded. She's congratulated for saying that. That's the thing. If it's aimed at Trump, it's okay. If it's aimed at conservatives, it's okay. Say and do whatever you want. Make fun of them. Call them names. What did Aunt Pearl say? Make a crowd around them, make them feel uncomfortable and not wanted. If it's a conservative, fuck them. Yell at them, call them names, harass them, hurt them, beat them. Because they committed the ultimate sin of supporting Trump. You can't do that today. They want to have all these words, all these is, you're racist, sexist, the icks, homophobic, the isms. What if you're a Trumpist? If you support Trump, you're the worst thing since fucking Hitler. But this double standard shit has to go. Like I said, what she said wasn't that bad. But it's a fact that someone couldn't say that back to her if they were on the other side. If they had the wrong skin tone. If their skin was too light, they couldn't say that. And that's not right. Out of one side of your disgusting, deceitful mouths, you talk about equality. This is part of equality. Equality isn't always all the fun shit and all the good shit. We make the same amount of money. We can work in the same place. That's the bright side of equality. The other side of equality is you taking the same shit you dish out. That's the other side of it. But they don't want that. They want the buffet treatment. Ooh, I want this. I don't want that. Fuck that. I want this. That looks good. That looks good. Ooh, keep that shit. No, it's not like that. Equality across the board. You do it to us. We do it to you. But they can't have it that way, because if they really believe in equality and they really start acting out this fantasy they have of equality, that means they're going to have to take some shit. That means you're going to have to take some of this verbal assault back on yourself. But they can't exist. Victimhood can't exist in the same space as equality. Oil and water. Equality and victimhood, that shit don't work out. Because in order for me to engage in victimhood, I can't have equality. Because that means I don't even want to say it. That means I have to have personal responsibility. Ugh. That even tasted gross saying that shit. Can't have personal responsibility. This shit ain't my fault. It's the man. It's the white man. It's the justice system. It's whatever the fuck is the complaint this week. Man, stop that shit. If somebody said that about Obama, we'd still be hearing about that shit right now. He said Obama's not human. Oh my God, he's a fucking racist. Man, please. People, I'm done with this rat race for the day. I'm finished until 5:30 in the morning. So let me get home with my beautiful wife and family. Please, hit that notification bell. It's still fuck you, Twitter, but I'm on there Follow me on the Twitters at green_Jericho. I think I'm like 10 followers away from 3,000. So please help me out. Utilize the PayPal link in the description box. I am Jericho Green. I'm out.